I was somewhere probably about an hour south and east of High Peak Summit when I realized I had no idea where I was. It was pretty late in the spring afternoon, and my decision to go bushwhacking with a map, but without a compass, suddenly seemed like a very stupid idea. Bushwhacking solo in the 1980s was my small act of 20-something rebellion, my chance to forge my own way through the wilderness rather than rely on the trails that all those conformists safely chose. On this particular day, I was following a faint set of deer trails that zigzagged through a thick patch of the Catskills forest. I was enjoying the solitude and the thrill of being places other people rarely saw. My confidence started to waver when I realized how quickly the sun was sinking. I had a watch, so I knew that I had about an hour or so left of sunlight. At the least, I needed to find one of the well-marked state park trails if I was going to get back to my car. My stomach twisted with a bit of panic. How far southeast of the summit did I get? I knew there was a trail nearby. Did I cross over it? Was I now on private property? My shirt was damp with sweat from the hike, and the temperatures were starting to drop, so my skin was cooling. I took a deep breath, realizing the full weight of my predicament. I was lost, and the sun was setting quickly. You see, I started writing this Substack after a dear friend of mine sent me an essay about why there were so few divorce memoirs written by men. The other main reason was my growing impatience with the litany of articles about lost men, like Christine Emba's July 2023 Washington Post essay. The Post even named the article, Men Are Lost. Here's a map out of the wilderness. Over the last 2 months in my Substack, my writing's been focused on helping men walk out of that wilderness by helping them establish a grounded, independent place based on introspection and a contented self-sufficiency. I started with things like appreciating the arts, cooking meals for yourself, maintaining a household, self-care, and self-work. These core elements create a foundation for a man to not worry about surviving alone in the woods. And like Maslow's hierarchy of needs, once that starting point is in place, a man can build upwards to nurture rewarding relationships, a career. Look, we all feel a little lost at times. That's nothing to be ashamed of. My instincts were right that spring evening in the woods. It took me about 30 minutes, but I found that stream and I was able to follow it down to the road that led to the parking lot. The key to getting home is using the tools that you've built through an introspective life to help you find where you're starting from. That then allows you to make better informed decisions about which steps to take next.